Hello everyone, my name is Nick. Today I will read a book about sled dogs to the rescue. Sled Dogs to the Rescue, written by M. Aboff, illustrated by Jenny Urban. A terrible disease. In January 1925, Sled Dogs team raced in a blizzard through the wilderness of Alaska. They battled through heavy snow and icy winds to save children's life. It all started when a terrible disease spread to the town of Nome, Alaska. Two native children died. Then others became very sick and needed medical right away. The medical that could save the children was in a shortage, most 1,000 miles away. The medical could be delivered part of the way to Nenana by train. Even so, it was 674 miles from the last train stop to Nome. This first used by native people, sled dogs were used to deliver goods in the snow. It was clear that sled dogs were the best way to deliver the medicine. However, the distance was way too far for one sled dog's team. A replay was the only hope. The Great Sled Dogs Relay, more than 20 top mushers, most of them native Athabascan, and 150 dogs were set to depart in the relay. Musher would have to hand off the medicine to the next team at different posts along the way. On January 27, the medicine arrived by train where the first sled dogs team waited. The package, wrapped in a heavy fur to keep the medicine from freezing, was handed off. The race to Nome was on. The dogs battled through rough waters in bitter cold. The medicine was passed from team to team. Many times the mushers have to stop to warm the medicine by a fire. Some of the dogs did not survive the journey. One of the teams, driven by the famous musher Leon Hart Sepila, covered the most dangerous part of the race. The temperature has fallen to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Sepila's lead dog was 12 years old, Siberian husky named Togo. To save time, Togo and his teammates raced over the area of snow sea in darkness. The next day, they struggled up snow-packed mountains. They traveled an amazing 91 miles, more than any other teams. The dogs deliver. The sled dogs team continued their difficult journey. Gunnar Kassen and his lead Siberian husky Battle left the second to last leg. They raced to a terrible blizzard. Battle led the team through whiteout conditions. At the point, a powerful gust of wind flipped the sled over. The medicine fell in the snow with frostbitten hands. Kassen found the medicine. When Kassen arrived at the hand-off point, the next team was not ready to leave. Kassen decided to continue on to Nome himself. Just because dawn on February 2, Beito and his teammates arrived in Nome. The journey took only 5.5 days. The medicine saved the sick children and stopped the spread of the disease. After the race, a year after the race, Sepila took his dog, including Togo, on a tour across the United States. They drew large crowds. He was one of the first to bring Siberian Husky breed to other parts of the country. That same year, a statue of Beidle was built in New York City. Beidle and some of his teammates were in a dog show that toured the United States. However, they were not treated well and were kept in small cages. People gave money to bring the dogs to Cleveland, Cleveland, Ohio, where they were welcomed in parade. They stayed in the Cleveland Zoo for the rest of their lives. To this day, Beidle remains famous for his bravery. However, every sled on dog that the journey helped saved sick children when they were a little hope left. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.